US President Donald Trump's repeated interest in acquiring Greenland has put it firmly in the spotlight and fueled the long-standing debate on the island's future ties with Copenhagen. There's never been a spotlight like this on Greenland before, says Naja Bianco, a Danish Greenlandic policy expert on the Arctic. Greenland has been controlled by Denmark, nearly 3,000 kilometers away, for about 300 years. It governs its own domestic affairs, but decisions on foreign and defense policy are made in Copenhagen. Now, 5 out of 6 parties on the ballot favor Greenland's independence from Denmark, differing only on how quickly that should come about. Voting takes place over 11 hours at 72 polling stations, and ends at 2000 local time on Tuesday. The debate over independence has been put on steroids by Trump, says Masana Eged, editor of Greenlandic newspaper Sermachak. The island's strategic location and untapped mineral resources have caught the US president's eye. He first floated the idea of buying Greenland during his first term in 2019. Since taking office again in January, he has reiterated his intention to acquire the territory. Greenland and Denmark's leaders have repeatedly rebuffed his demands. Addressing the US Congress last week, however, Trump again doubled down. "We need Greenland for national security. One way or the other we're gonna get it," he said, prompting applause and laughter from a number of politicians, including Vice President J.D. Vance. Reuters' Donald Trump looks to his left, pointing with his index finger as J.D. Vance and Speaker of the House Mike Johnson stand behind him clapping their hands. Reuters. Donald Trump again said he wanted the US to get Greenland, one way or another, in his Congress address last week. In Nuuk, his words struck a nerve with politicians who were quick to condemn him. "We deserve to be treated with respect, and I don't think the American president has done that lately since he took office," Prime Minister Buttigieg said. Still, the US interest has stoked calls for Greenland to break away from Denmark, with much of the debate focused on when, not if, the process of independence should begin. Greenland's independence goal is not new, Naja Bianco points out, and has been decades in the making. A string of revelations about past mistreatment of Inuit people by the Danes have hurt Greenlandic public opinion about Denmark. Earlier this year, PM Eged said the territory should free itself from the shackles of colonialism. But it is the first time the subject has taken center stage in an election. Getty Images. Buttigieg stands in a busy room filled with people and camera crews as a fellow politician, a woman dressed in pink, faces towards him, with her hand on his shoulder. Getty Images. Prime Minister Buttigieg, right, is pushing for a more gradual transition towards autonomy for Greenland. Inuit Ataqatigiit Jait, the party of Prime Minister Buttigieg, favors gradual steps towards autonomy. "Citizens must feel secure," he told local media. Arctic expert Martin Breum says Eged's handling of the challenge from Trump and strong words against Denmark over past colonial wrongdoings will give him a lot of votes. Smaller rivals could also gain ground and potentially shake up alliances. Opposition party Nalaraq wants to immediately kick off divorce proceedings from Copenhagen and have closer defense dealings with Washington. Pointing to Greenland's EU departure and Brexit, party leader Pelle Broberg has said that Greenland could be out of the Danish kingdom in 3 years. Nalaraq is fielding the largest number of candidates and has gained momentum by riding the wave of discontent with Denmark. Nalaraq will also be a larger factor too in Parliament, predicts Mr. Breum, who says party candidates have performed well on TV and on social media. However, the centre-right Democratic Party believes it is too soon to push for independence. The economy will have to be much stronger than it is today, party candidate Justus Hansen told Reuters. Greenland's economy is driven by fishing, and government spending relies on annual subsidies from Denmark.